Hello and welcome. My name is Debbie Reed. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to be making a card using the Forever Blossom stamp set. We're going to be using the little thank you from the Timeless Tropical, and we're going to be using the Parisian Flourish 3D embossing folder. Let me show you the card and we'll get started making it. So this is the card we're going to make today. I actually took the card, I took this little card from the catalog and I just decided to alter it just a tiny bit. So I kept the flowers in the same place. I'm going to do the white sponging on the card as well, but I'm just changing the coloring and this is the card. So let me show you how to make this. It's very simple. We're going to be using the Pretty Peacock card base, 2 pieces of Whisper White, and a piece of the Merlot, which I already die cut using the die. I had the die on there. I already pre-die cut just to make the card go quicker so you don't have to watch all the silly little tedious stuff. And I also die cut, stamped and die cut and colored the flowers. So it really is a quick and easy card to make, but I didn't want to sit and bore you with die cutting or having you watch me color. So let's get started. We're going to take our sponge and we're going to take Whisper White and a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to just sponge a tiny bit on this Merlot, and you'll see how it just sort of brightens this cardstock. It just raises up some of that embossing that was put on there. Gives it a really nice little look. So I don't cover the whole thing. I leave some of the Merlot color, but mostly going around the perimeter of the oval just to give it just a nice look. There we go. So simple. Now I am going to take our card base and fold it in half like we always do. Use our bone folder. Give it a nice crease. This just helps the card lay down flat. Okay, now I took a piece of the paper that was from the Poppy DSP. I am going to use this side, and what we're going to do is take, and I'm not going to do this either on video because I don't need you to hear the noise of the heat gun, but you're going to use your embossing buddy, and then we're going to take the stamp that's the thank you, and we're going to position this back in the oval. And to get a good lineup, you want to take your flowers that you cut and colored and just sort of line it where you think they're going to go on the card, which they would go here. So that would tell me that I would be stamping approximately right there. So then you have that all done, and we're going to actually now assemble this. So pretend now we just put that under the heat gun. By the way, we are using this is the Shimmer Black embossing powder. It is beautiful. So we're going to take the piece that we just shadow shaded, and I'm going to glue around the perimeter of this. I'm not going to glue the whole thing yet because when you're just dealing with a little piece of paper on the back side, you don't want to have glue all over everything. So I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper again just to keep my table clean. I'm going to place this down and position this where I think it's going to go. And I'm thinking about right there. Okay, then now we get to glue this to our Whisper White. I'm putting a little bit of extra glue because anytime you do embossing with the embossing folder, you want to make sure it's going to adhere. Okay, there's 2 sizes of white cardstock. We have one for the inside, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. All the dimensions will be in the link below. And this piece is for the edge of our little card. I don't like this piece. It looks like it's cut funny, but we're going to use it. Nobody will know. It does get hidden when you're putting something on top like this. Okay, there we go. Now we can get rid of this. And now we're going to glue this base to the pretty peacock. These are all part of the end colors, and I just love them. We're going to put this down. Give about 1/4 inch border edge. Okay, now we're going to take our colored flowers and we're going to plop them with dimensionals. And the dimensionals, there we go. One there, one there, one there. You don't need a lot. We're going to put one dimensional on one of the flowers, and that's it. I'm going to take the little paper backings off. So if you are actually thinking of making this card and you want to make several, you can actually die cut all of the pieces and then make yourself a little template and put it in the stamparatus and then just stamp them, and you can mass produce a whole bunch all at once. And if you want, I could show you a video on how that's done, but it makes life super easy. And then you can just have a whole bunch of them done and just sit down and color them, and this card does go really quick. So there's a flower, and as you notice, I'm doing this in a complete different color so you can see a variance of color. The nice thing about this is you can use any paper color that you love, any color flower that you want to do. It doesn't matter. What I do with this, because I like the leaves to look like they're more on top of each other instead of spread out, is I cut that in this, I cut them in half. Then I'm going to just glue the stem piece and place it in there. And then I want that other little piece to overlay. And we're going to just stick that right there. Oh, I've got them backwards. I want this to go here and this piece to get tucked this way. And there you have it. So now the only thing we're going to do is, you know what? I don't have them with me, so we're not going to, oh, I'll just show you this one. We'll just trade. We'll just, oh, too late. Putting the rhinestones on. Those rhinestones make a whole world of difference. So that's our card. I hope you will subscribe to my channel. If you like the card, please give me a thumbs up. And I hope you will go make something uniquely wonderful yourself. This card is super simple, and it's just a fun card to put together. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and hit the bell if you want to be notified of more videos. Thank you.